Hello my friends, how are you? Once you know the basic components of the interface, the first thing you should study when learning about a 3D software is the navigation controls of the three-dimensional environment. And the main navigation controls of the 3D environment are Zoom, Pan, and Orbit. There are many ways to use these commands, but we will get right to the two most accessible and important, which are the 3D view navigation icons located here in the upper right corner of the 3D view, and the shortcuts. Let's start with the zoom. The zoom command is for zooming in and out of the scene elements. If we want to use the navigation icon, just click this magnifying glass icon, keep the button pressed and drag up to zoom in and down to zoom out. The shortcut to the zoom is the mouse scroll. Just spin forwards to zoom in and backwards to zoom out. The pan command is for moving the screen sideways, up and down. To use this command through the icons, just click the hand icon here in the corner of the 3D view, keep the mouse button pressed and drag in the desired direction. And to pan using shortcuts, just hold down the Shift key and the middle mouse button and drag in the desired direction. And finally, we have the Orbit command. This command is to rotate the 3D view so that we can see the 3D environment from other angles. To use the orbit through the icons, just click on this colorful icon and drag. Or simply hold down the middle mouse button and drag on the desired direction. In addition to being able to rotate using this navigation icon, we can click on each of these small colored circles to position the viewpoint precisely on the axis-specific views, such as top, right, front, and so on. And now, to finish, let's take a look at this button here. This button is used to toggle the 3D view between perspective mode and orthographic mode. The orthographic mode shows the 3D environment without the natural distortion we see in the real-world environment that makes objects appear smaller as they move away from the viewer. And although this view is unnatural and may seem a bit odd, it can be quite useful in some steps of the work. Now that we have started to see the first Blender shortcuts, it is important that you pay close attention to how it works. All Blender shortcuts are sensitive to the editor the cursor is on. This means that the shortcut will only work if you have the cursor over the editor you want to use the shortcut. For example, we just saw the navigation shortcuts. We saw that if we have the cursor over the 3D view, we can rotate the mouse scroll to zoom in and out of the scene. However, if we place the cursor over the timeline and spin the scroll, we will see that the zoom will be given in the timeline itself, not in the 3D view. And if we hover over the Properties editor and scroll, we will see that nothing will happen, because right now there is nothing to scroll here. So, whenever you use a shortcut, be careful so that the cursor is over the editor you want the shortcut to work, okay? For you to be able to do any work on a 3D software, it's crucial to know how to comfortably navigate the 3D environment. So, make sure you memorize these shortcuts. And in the next lesson, we will see how to select and transform the objects of the scene.